Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, we take a look at recent flooding events taking place on Wartburg College campus.
Waverly local Steve Corson hosts a fundraiser to raise money for Iowa City Children's Hospital.
And JoJo McNair has stepped into an increased role for Wartburg football. This is Cedar Valley Today.
Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Ryan Riebenacker.
And I'm Courtney Moser. Wartburg College's campus was flooding for a reason other than rain this past week. On Sunday, September 23rd, maintenance, security, and residential life were called to the third floor of Leah Hall to address the active fire alarms and sprinklers. According to the residential life staff, the alarms and sprinkler were set off after a resident of Leah accidentally hit a sprinkler. The Wartburg Trumpet wrote that since the water was only coming from one sprinkler head, the pressure within the system built up and was forced out. Reports from the Trumpet also state that maintenance arrived at Leah within the hour to start cleaning the water. Grossman Area Coordinator Kalyani Kanan says the student who triggered the sprinklers spoke up immediately and took responsibility for the incident. Students who were affected by the water damage moved to open rooms on campus, while the affected rooms underwent repairs and cleaning. These students were able to move back into their rooms on Thursday, September 27th. Kanan advises students to be aware of where sprinklers are in their rooms and to be cautious around them.
Be aware of where the sprinkler heads are in your rooms, and also just being mindful of making sure that there's not things touching. I know a lot of the sprinkler heads are in the ceilings and kind of up high on the walls, so if you've got like twinkle lights, tapestries, posters, making sure that nothing is blocking them or nothing could fall and hit one of them, and then also like, you know, playing with a Nerf football or a little basketball in the room, just being very mindful of where the sprinkler heads are so that they don't get bumped again.
Students are encouraged to report any damages they may notice that were a result of the incident. Damages will be reported in the weeks ahead.
A new school year on any college campus can sometimes mean new majors or fields of study, and this year Wartburg College is no different. This year, Wartburg has added a brand new exercise science major. In its first year of existence, the major has already added 16 new advisees, a promising start for the program. Wartburg's newest major was formed as a way to appeal to prospective students looking to study the human anatomy with an exercise focus, something that Wartburg had been lacking in the past. It offers students the ability to focus on a track that combines science and fitness. Not having this program in years past has harmed athletic recruiting, some coaches feel, and think that now that exercise science is being offered, recruiting could be an easier task. Beyond simply its athletic impact, many students are grateful for the ability now to be a part of a field that enables them to study the human body and how it functions in a more scientific way.
A biology major where they're going to take classes that are like cell biology and like microbiology, which exercise science more focuses on muscles and how your body moves and like the cardiovascular stuff. So,
and the coaches have been saying for a long time that if we had a major in exercise science, it would just make their recruiting efforts easier. You know, that they just really hated it when we would have a top recruit and they would say, well, I want to do kinesiology, or I want to do athletic training, or I want to do exercise science, or whatever, because they just knew we didn't really offer that.
To get involved in the exercise science major or for more information, email Ed Weston at ed.weston@wartburg.edu.
An unfortunate medical issue for one Waverly resident has been transformed into a large opportunity to help others. Cedar Valley Today's Nathan Stephanie has more.
Golf, dogs, and an eye patch. Somehow, these things have come together in an effort to raise money for the Iowa City Children's Hospital. It all started with Waverly born and raised resident Steve Duke Corson. The president of Kaiser Corson Funeral Homes here in Waverly had a spontaneous medical emergency.
Well, 14 months ago I had an unfortunate detachment of my retina and macula, and so I went down to the University of Iowa, did emergency surgery, and 8 doctors later, a year later, it just couldn't be fixed. So I focused my attention on the kids down at University Stead Family Children's Hospital. And I said, let's do a little golf outing. Almost started out as a joke. I thought I'd have a couple of my friends, we'd wear patches, see how it is to play with one eye. And it just snowballed. We're going to have 160 golfers tomorrow. The event's full. We're hoping to raise $100,000 for the hospital.
Corson's idea took off. With the event being held at Prairie Links Golf Course in Waverly, other local organizations soon got involved. One was Retrieving Freedom, a service dog training program near town, who saw a way to help raise awareness.
Through the Children's Hospital, a lot of our recipients because we provide for veterans and also children with autism, and a lot of our recipients, children with autism, have to go to Iowa City and go to the hospital, and they go through a lot of tests, pretty extensive, and they're always traveling back and forth. And just to, if there's a family out there that could benefit for a service dog or something like that, they know there's an organization out there, and we just want to also support and the fundraising for the Children's Hospital.
With both golfers and service dogs wearing patches like his, Corson hopes everyone takes away something, but never forgetting the reason everyone will be there.
And as we're taking a negative into a big positive, this is a little bump in the road for me. Anybody else that's thinking they're having a bad day, you get up late, you know, whatever, it's nothing. You take a look at the 183 beds down at the Stead Family Children's Hospital, you'll change your outlook really quick. These kids are battling something a lot worse than we are.
For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephanie.
Corson hopes that tonight's fundraiser gives people a chance to help those they might not usually think about in a fun way.
Students may have noticed that the first poster for Outfly has been posted. This means that the big day is not that far away, and it looks like it might have something to do with space. For those who do not know what Outfly is, it is a day of no classes that starts at 6:30 a.m. with the ringing of the Wartburg bell. Activities are planned throughout the day, and at the end of Outfly, one big event is hosted. Remember that Outfly is always tomorrow, except in this case because tomorrow is a Saturday. Coming up next, we will have more on developing stories in the Waverly area, so keep it here.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
A pair of events to mark its 20th anniversary of the current facility. The first event was held Thursday evening. Staff hosted a general focus group to get patrons' experiences, thoughts, and ideas about the services at the library. The second event will be held on Sunday, September 30th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. The library will host an open house to celebrate the milestone anniversary. Cake and ice cream will be served courtesy of the Friends of the Library, and a 20th anniversary exhibit will be available to explore. Those attending the open house will also have an opportunity to win $100 in Waverly dollars as a door prize.
According to WaverlyNewspaper.com, the Coleman Park play area and swings have been closed since Thursday, September 27th, yesterday, to begin installing new swings and pourable safety surface. Construction will last about 4 to 6 weeks, but will depend on the weather. The remainder of Coleman Park will be open for public use, and for more information, contact Waverly Leisure Services at 319-352-6263.
The Waterloo Courier reports that 2 more Cedar Falls firefighters have resigned, bringing the total to 4 who have quit the department this month. James Cook's last day was September 1st. Shane Farmer, Captain Josh Lux, and Eric Jensen resigned last week. Cook and Farmer both cited safety issues for their resignations, directly related to the city's policy of using public safety officers to fight fires. Jansen and Lux have not said why they are leaving. There are now 20 career firefighters, 20 public safety officers, 1 fire chief, and a rental inspector available to fight fires in Cedar Falls.
The Waterloo Courier writes, this weekend marks more than a century of helping to develop bodies, minds, and spirits at the Family YMCA of Black Hawk County. The organization, founded September 28th of 1868, will mark 150 years. It's a momentous occasion, said CEO Angela Widener, noting that the YMCA shares its incorporation year with the city of Waterloo. As the longest-serving nonprofit in the community, the Waterloo YMCA was originally organized, according to Widener, to help men live moral lives. And now we'll go to Courtney for a look at your weather. Courtney?
Thanks, Ryan. We're going to take a look at your 7-day forecast. Beginning the weekend, today we are going to see a high of 55 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 34. That trend is going to continue into the weekend with temperatures in the mid-50s. Saturday, we're going to see a chance for some showers in the afternoon, a low of 43. Moving into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies for all 3 of those days. The temperatures will increase, however. Monday, we'll see a high of 61. Tuesday, a high of 74 and a low of 65. Again, cloudy skies. Moving into Wednesday, we're going to see some gusts of wind and a high of 78, but a low of 52. Thursday, there's a chance for some rain showers, so get your umbrellas ready. A low of 46, but a high of 59. Keep it here. After the break, we'll be having more of what's happening in the Cedar Valley. Stay with us.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
Their 13th annual fall program to be held on Tuesday, October 16th at 10 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church. Admission is free. Refreshments will be provided after the show. The public won't want to miss this feel-good event. If anyone would like more information about the performances or about North Star Community Services, contact Waverly Center Director Colette Ruth at 352-1425 or visit www.northstarcs.org.
Sources from the Waterloo Courier report that 2 preteens took a sport utility vehicle from an automobile dealership and led police on a chase early Thursday morning. The pursuit ended shortly after it started and no injuries were reported. Police said a 12-year-old girl and an 11-year-old girl were in the vehicle, although it wasn't immediately clear which one was behind the wheel. How the SUV was obtained is unknown at this time.
Reports show that fall enrollment is down at Hawkeye Community College, according to the Waterloo Courier. There are currently 5,263 students enrolled in credit classes at the college. That's 342 fewer than a year ago, a drop of 6%. President Linda Allen told the Board of Trustees on Tuesday. The University of Northern Iowa in neighboring Cedar Falls saw a similar percentage drop in its enrollment this fall. On the non-credit class side, Hawkeye's enrollment has actually grown by 24%.
In other news about Hawkeye Community College, the college is launching a new driver's education program to help beginning drivers develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to become a safe, responsible driver. The program will provide 30 hours of classroom instruction and 6 hours of behind-the-wheel instruction. Students must be at least 14 years old and obtain a learner's permit prior to enrolling. Students are not required to have any driving practice before coming to class. Classes begin on October 8th and will be held in Buchanan Hall on Hawkeye's main campus. For more information, to register, you can visit www.hawkeyecollege.edu/drivers-education or call 319-296-4290. Following a short break, Cedar Valley Today's Annika Wall will be in the studio with sports news. Stay with us.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Annika Wall. This past weekend, senior setter Mallory Urbis was named to the Cornell Classic All-Tournament team. Urbis currently stands 8th all-time in career assists here at Wartburg. Senior quarterback Matt Seisha was named the Offensive Player of the Week for football, the conference office announced on Monday. Seisha threw for 330 yards with a 42-14 win over Nebraska Wesleyan last Saturday. Another football player has been making waves this season. Wartburg's leading interceptor from last season, JoJo McNair, has stepped into an increased role this year, playing now on offense, defense, and special teams. Cedar Valley Today's Ryan Riebenacker has the story.
Coming in off of a season that saw JoJo McNair lead Wartburg College's football team in interceptions with 6, it's fair to say that expectations are high for the sophomore defensive back this season. However, no one expects more out of McNair than himself. While he has many aspirations for this year and beyond, he makes it clear that he has a team-first mentality, and when he steps out onto the field, winning is all that matters.
For me, you know, I want to lead the team in a lot of things like yards, interceptions, breakup passes, you know, specialist stuff. But like, it's not all about me. You know, I still want to win, like all conference, all American type player. But that's not important if we're not winning games.
However, there is more to McNair's story than success picking off passes. This year for the Knights, McNair is stepping into a role that few players ever do. Not only does McNair play cornerback, he's also the Knights' leading kick returner, and he has been getting playing time as a wide receiver. Head assistant coach Chris Winter has worked closely with McNair over the past couple years and says that McNair's natural talent on the field has led the coaching staff to expand his role into the offensive game plan.
He certainly has some natural tendencies at wide receiver that, you know, his ball skills, tracking skills, you know, speed, those things that would play into being a really great wide receiver. He has those.
While McNair started his career at Wartburg on the defensive side of the ball, he admits that his interest was originally on offense. Choosing defense, McNair says, is a choice he does not regret.
Like my freshman year, I wanted to play offense, but I seen who was in front of me, and I realized, do I want to play or do I want to wait until it's coming up? So I decided to play defense, and plus I like to be in a game where it's tight and his defense is out there, and to win the game, defense needs to stop. I think it's better that way.
Playing football the way that McNair does is hard. It takes a lot of work and effort. Luckily for Wartburg, there's something different about this athlete.
I've coached a lot of great athletes here at Wartburg and had a chance to be around some great guys, but he's probably the best athlete I've been around. And then when you combine that with, like I said, his approach and his personality and the way that he is, like I said, coachable and wants to get better, and that just makes him different. I think that's what's led to his early success.
For McNair, well, all that's left for him is to put on his helmet and perform on the field. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Ryan Riebenecker.
McNair and the Knights will face off against Simpson tomorrow at home. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. After starting off the season 3-3, the Wartburg women's soccer team is on a winning streak. I had the privilege to talk to senior leader Alyssa Drevlo about her journey as a Knight. Last week, the Wartburg women's soccer team had their first win over a ranked opponent since 2012 after defeating then 24th ranked Carleton College 1-0. Senior Alyssa Drevlo scored the game-winning goal with 10 minutes left in regulation play off an assist from classmate Nicole Adair. The Orange and Black are riding a winning streak, and Drevlo believes the upset shows how strongly the team can really play.
It set a good tone for our team and how we want to continue this year, and we know we can, so it set a good tone for the rest of our year, and that's what we want to stand up to. It was great because we played a lot of unranked teams, but still really good opponents. So it was great to show that we can play with such a high level. We deserve to be there.
This season, Drevlo has started every game. However, she had to work her way into that role. As a freshman, she initially came off the bench before earning a starting spot on the field. That season, she scored 8 goals, 3 of which were game-winning. Head coach Tiffany Pinn says that Drevlo's stellar rookie season forced her to grow as an athlete.
Once you have a great freshman year, everyone knows about you. So she had to then deal with teams kind of keying in on her and shutting her down. And she's really worked hard to get stronger as a player, and she's been committed to just overall being the best athlete she could be. She is quick and she is fast, and when she has some open space, you better look out. She also has this amazing ability to finish really awkward balls that are bouncing in the box.
That growth has reaped individual and team awards, including 2 NCAA tournament appearances and 1 conference title. Her experience in postseason play has helped her lead the young Wartburg lineup.
To have players who have played at a really high level like Drew, it's really helpful. She has been to the NCAA tournament twice. She has won conference championships, so she can mentor and kind of, let them know what is expected and needed of them in order for us to continue to pursue those types of goals this season.
Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Annika Wall. Drevlo and the Knights will face Central at 3 p.m. tomorrow at home for their second game in conference play. The Waverly Shellrock girls volleyball team has had a solid season so far, including earning runner-up honors at their latest tournament. The 7th-ranked Go-Hawks from Class 4A took second at the Boone tournament last Saturday, September 22nd. The team went 4-1 on the day, losing to 6th-ranked Ankeny from Class 5A in 3 sets. The team wore yellow ribbons in their hair in memory of Cyclone golfer Celia Barquin Arozamena. Junior Jazz Westmoreland pounded down 39 kills over the course of the tournament, while junior Brittany Young dug out 42 balls as the libero. The Go-Hawks will take to their home court this weekend as they host their local tournament. They will face Nevada, Mason City, and Union Community of LaPorte City. When we come back, we'll be talking about a hole-in-the-wall, hole-in-the-road that's been gathering plenty of local attention on social media. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back. Here's something you don't hear about every day. A sinkhole in Waverly has its own Facebook page. Fans of this sinkhole started a Facebook page and it's making a name for itself. The Cedar Lane Hole Facebook page currently has 681 followers. The page itself, Cedar Lane Hole, wants to thank everyone who has gone to see it and take pictures with it. The Facebook page wrote, "Thank you from the bottom of my pit for everyone who came to visit me today. It was so wonderful to see all the wonderful Waverly residents, as well as a few of out-town celebrities."
For those
Dr.
of you
Brian
who
Bergen
aren't
even mentions it during the City Hall Council meeting on the 17th.
For those of you who aren't active on Facebook, there is now a Facebook page for the Cedar Lane Hole. I have to say I am pleased that it is lighthearted and fun rather than mean-spirited and angry. So there are lots of people who are having fun going and taking a selfie with the Cedar Lane Hole, and people who are photoshopping cows and Michael Jackson and Jack Nicholson and various things into the Cedar Lane Hole.
And now we'll take a look at our top 3 stories this week. We took a look at recent flooding events on campus. Waverly local Steve Corson will be hosting a fundraiser to raise money for Iowa City Children's Hospital. And JoJo McNair has stepped into an increased role for Wartburg football.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
As always, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with more Cedar Valley Today content.
From all of us here at Cedar Valley Today, we hope you have a great weekend.